Always fresh and a little bit sticky. Keep it down, cannabis wiki. We're always fresh and a little bit sticky. The green room on cannabis wiki.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Green Room live from the Niagara 420. Hey, Derek.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited to talk to our next guests. They're friends of the show.
Absolutely.
French and Lisa from Stok'd. Hello, welcome.
Hello. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, guys.
This isn't your first Niagara 420, right? You were here last year.
We've been here
They've
since
been
the
here.
beginning.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Yep.
well, we were with Choom originally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
was Choom the original
Sponsor?
Yeah, the original store.
Store in Niagara Falls? Weren't you the
It was.
first?
Yeah,
or the-
yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
And now it's Stok'd.
Yeah.
And I remember the first one, Jackie. And I remember that Choom had a service that I'm hoping that Stok'd is offering today, because I got up really early this morning and I left at 6:30. I did not have time to get the hash that I needed for the day. And
He's being a
you know,
baby.
yes, I'm being a baby and I need it. I even drove. I got here too early. Stok'd wasn't open, but I remember that at the very first 420, they had a shuttle that would go from the 420 Cannabis Expo to the store, and I'm hoping to get on that after this interview, Jackie.
We got you.
Goodness. Thanks,
Yes.
Stok'd. Oh, my
okay.
goodness.
The
We're
day's gonna be
stoked
okay,
now.
Jackie. It's gonna be okay.
In fact, the shuttle's been so popular, we have two. We have two cars running back and forth.
Okay.
Oh,
This is
wow.
what I like.
Clearly, this is what I like too, because we like Derek to be in a good mood while he's interviewing people. So, how are things? How's business? How's life?
Oh my goodness. Business is great. Life is great. April has been outstanding. I mean,
It's like Christmas.
yeah, Easter weekend's always a big weekend. 420, it's a really exciting time.
It's been fun. It's been fun. It's been a great ride so far. Like Lisa said, April's been really great, and just keep hoping to keep it rolling.
As the weather gets nicer, you're in a prime spot in a very touristy neighborhood, right? Like Niagara Falls is one of the 7 wonders of the world. Like this is where people come, and we're right now at open season, right? So do you notice it pick up at the store? It gets a lot different as tourists come in, and gets a lot busier.
Definitely this time of year, it starts the ball rolling, and then by June it's in full effect, and all the way till about the end of September.
Mhm.
So it'll be a good couple months of just really a lot of fun.
And this store is a little different than our other stores because it's about 3 times the size,
Right, it's
as the
beautiful.
other stores in Scarborough, and it's super touristy. There's a lot of it's really engaging, and there's
Canadiana.
a lot of interacting stuff. There's a fire pit that kind of serves as a rolling station. Customers can carve their names in the wall. So it's a really fun place to be, and we're really attracting those tourists.
I love it. It's a beautiful
Thank
store, and
you.
it's perfect Canadiana for Niagara Falls. Like
Yeah.
when people come over and they think of cannabis in Canada and weed and Stok'd. I mean, it's perfect. You've got the canoe
Yep.
and the big beaver at the
Mhm.
front.
Yep.
Bogey.
7 feet.
Yeah.
7 foot beaver.
I did an interview with it. I think one of my interviews was late or didn't show up, and KJ, our camera guy, can remember that I did an interview with the beaver.
Yeah. Who was the remember the top customer, Jackie? I wonder how he's doing. Who was it again? What's his name?
Brandon?
Brandon. Yeah, Brandon.
Remember, that's amazing. We'll
Yeah,
have to
that's
tell
awesome.
him you remember.
I remember most. If we've interviewed you, I remember. Sometimes takes me a second, but I remember Brandon. He was really sweet. He
Yes.
was very excited to be on the podcast, and he came back with his little dog a little bit
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
He was really, really sweet. And we follow each other on Instagram now.
Nice.
So.
Oh,
Awesome.
Hey,
nice.
Brandon.
Yeah, perfect.
Is he still the #1 customer?
He is.
Aw.
He's keeping strong.
Okay.
So what does your average customer come to Stok'd? Is there an average customer? Like, what do they want?
I mean, in this area, it's a little different. Your average customer is really open to the experience. I mean, it's what you have to offer. It's not, set in stone. They're coming in to experience, right? So when they walk in, the average customer can leave from anything from a couple pre-rolls and a beverage to probably a good selection of ounces to some nice concentrates. I mean, that's what's very unique about this store is that the experience offers that kind of open conversation right off the bat, and it's not so simple-minded, driven by just I'm coming in, I know what I want,
Right.
I want to get out.
Right.
They
You've
really
curated
yeah.
a special menu. You definitely are into get some hash and some higher end
All
good
of it.
stuff.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
You've curated a very nice menu there.
Thank you.
So often people say that shred, of course, is their number one. That's what they sell. Shred. And now I hear that drinks are coming a very, very close second.
Yeah.
Is that people buying a lot of beverages?
At our Niagara Falls location, a little more than the market average, I would say. But again, it's because it's a refreshing add-on to people that want to experience either a vape cart or a pre-roll. It's a good basket tack on that really just allows you to elevate that high or that experience
Right.
with what you're trying to get out of it, right?
Do you teach your bud tenders, salespeople, education specialists, whatever you want to call them, to do that add-on, that ad sale? Would you like a beverage with that, or would you like some?
Yeah, the power of suggestion is strong, right? So it's not all about upselling per se, but
Right.
Allowing the curious customer to be able to make their own choice through what you show them. It's all about showcasing, right? So that's really what kind of pride our sales techniques.
And the interesting thing about the customers that shop here is a lot of them don't have stores where they're from. So they really want to have conversations, and they're excited to see the
I'd load
variety
up.
of drinks. Exactly, right?
Yeah.
So they're just excited to see everything that we offer, and they want to try the drinks, they want to try the gummies, they want to try the chocolates, as well as getting their pre-rolls and weed as well. So it's a different mix certainly than we see in our other Scarborough stores.
The Scarborough stores are people just flower. What's your highest THC?
I mean, there's a lot of that, certainly, but just the mix of the kind of quick grab here versus people taking it home and,
Right.
rolling it in their, man cave or whatever you want to call it. So it's just a different mix.
What's your, not your top selling thing, but what's something that you really think is great? Like something that's on the market right now that you think is real, like, because French is really extremely knowledgeable. What is great?
I think the 1964 stuff that really
1964.
comes out is always consistent, and their latest drop of that Gelato 41 was definitely
Love
impressive.
gelato.
Yeah, for legal weed, it was certainly had the nodes and the taste and everything that comes with the smoke. Beverages are a huge thing, like we were just talking
Yep.
about.
How's hash doing?
Scarborough's a hash city, right? So
Yeah.
right from the get-go, when we opened our doors, we noticed that hash was definitely a driving force. So that category is always something that's a must on hand at all times.
Right.
Yeah.
And Derek, they've always got your hash.
You
It's
always
Stok'd.
got your hash, Derek.
Well, I will be going over there shortly, Jackie.
It's all he can think about. Did your store get the new hash kettles, the Hash Co?
We do.
Oh, so
Yeah.
that's where you can get them
Yes.
from Master Glass.
Yep.
That's I received one.
Have you seen the new hash kettle, Jackie?
I did see it up close. Yes, they sent me one.
So
Thank
what
you
is
so
the
much.
difference?
You don't burn your fingers.
But
and you
what?
don't-
The hook
the thing comes off.
Yeah.
You roll your little snaky,
Okay.
and you put it on. You put it over the little
The
thing,
ledge is on
and you light it.
the
You
cap
light it
instead
there
of
and
it
put
being
the,
there.
Exactly.
Yeah, because that was faulty, and that's why I like the hash apple.
Oh, he likes the apple
Yeah.
because he didn't like
Because
the
you
way.
could just pull the pin out, stick your hash to it, and drop it in.
Well, now
Where
they
the
fixed
original kettle, you had to kind of
Yeah.
light it and dangle it over, and it's okay, it's burning up, or it's dropping.
I get what you're saying there. I like the Apple for personal use,
Yeah.
and the kettle for party use. It's much more, just the way it's smoking and how you're putting it on your mouth. So I can see your point of view there for sure.
So
Yeah.
the Apple for personal use and the kettle for parties.
For multi-use. Yeah,
I'll use it for a party. I like it. I think it's beautiful.
I mean, I have both,
Yeah,
right?
same.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
And you got a case too. Didn't you get it at Stok'd?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, yeah.
that's right. You bought it there.
Yeah.
So funny. So what's this weekend entail for you guys? What was 420 like? What'd you do?
Busy. We put a lot of focus into getting our booth and everything set up here, so that was definitely front of mind. We had a little bit of a loyalty appreciation for our members on 420, and yesterday we did a community cleanup for Scarborough
Oh, that's nice.
to honor Earth
Good
Day
for you.
today. Yeah, so it was a busy week.
And you didn't have the rain yesterday?
No, we got lucky.
nice.
We're also doing, we've partnered with Quest on our recycling program in honor of Earth Day. And we've got a recycling box here where customers can drop their containers, and we work with a company called Rewaste that actually turns containers into usable products. So they'll take all of the plastic and turn them into rolling trays or dupe tubes or anything you want, really.
That's cool. So do you have some of that stuff in store? Like stuff that they return, like, so the stuff you return, then they send it back?
Not yet, but we're
But they
whatever
will.
we're collecting here and through the year, we'll turn it into stuff to bring back to this expo
Oh,
next year.
that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. That's recycle, reduce, reuse.
Yeah.
That's really, really
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah.
And what were they called again?
They're called Rewaste. They're out of Edmonton.
Rewaste.
And, yeah, they're an awesome company.
Rewaste out of Edmonton. That sounds amazing. More people need to get on that.
Mm-hmm.
I think so, because what do we do with all of our, like, do people come to you all
The
the time?
excessive packaging that the government makes you
Yeah.
package it.
Yes, it's excessive. Do people come back with it all the time and say, like, what do I do with this?
We've always had recycling in
Oh.
our Scarborough stores with this company called Rewaste. But this year, because today is Earth Day, we've highlighted it here at the 420 Expo, and then we're turning it into kind of an annual thing.
Oh, cool. That's really great.
Yeah.
What are your hours here at Stok'd in Niagara Falls?
9 a.m. to 10 and 9 till 11 on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays.
Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays.
Falling off
And you're falling off your little head there. It's like, do I look good? You look good. You look cute. Oh, look at those pants.
Oh,
Derek, what up? Hi.
we're chit-chatting.
We're just having a little talk. We're live on a podcast right now. Hi. Derek's like, what's that girl doing? She's our next guest. Just kidding. She's not. So back to Stok'd. What do you have coming up after this? And what's like some major changes or something exciting you have planned or something you got going on?
Oh, goodness. So we have our first franchise store that opened in Scarborough. So we're looking at other locations. I don't know, Mississauga, who knows?
Oh yeah, because
but
they just announced
they
Mississauga
just
finally.
announced. It's dog eat dog there right now.
I can imagine.
So who knows? But we're looking to, kind of dive deep into that part of the business. I mean, summer's here almost in Niagara, so we're just super pumped about getting all those customers in and getting the reviews because customers love our store here. So
For sure, it's
really,
beautiful.
really, really.
And you have
Awesome.
a lot of stuff. You have a huge menu. Like there's not, you can go to a lot of places where there isn't a very big menu and
Yeah.
doesn't offer you a lot of things. And,
Yeah, that's important to us, right?
And you have a lot of things to, and not only do you have a lot of offerings as far as cannabis, but you also have you have merchandise, you have the bongs, you have a lot of great stuff.
Yeah, thanks.
Like, and your outdoorsy stuff, your hoodies and your like very Canadiana, like super, like it's beautiful branding. Like
Thank
it's
you.
really nice. I mean, it's not like you see hoodies at stores and stuff. You guys have definitely taken it up a notch or two for
Thank
sure.
you.
Who did that?
So we worked with a company called Jump Designs to design our brand initially. And then we've just kind of taken different aspects of that and worked it into hats, hoodies, crew necks, t-shirts, whatever, right?
Right.
So it works because, you have to develop this association with your brand so that you've got these loyal customers. And we certainly do. So our customers just are loyal to our brand and they can't wait. They collect points on our loyalty program to redeem for some of our merch, and it's working well for us.
So-
and I find it's a lot of fun to design this stuff and to.
So tell us about your loyalty program.
Yeah, we work with Springbig, and we have a member loyalty program that enables customers to collect points for every visit. We're not allowed to do it in Canada. We can't offer points per spend, but we offer points per visit. And the more points customers get, they can redeem for discounts and for merch.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's great. That's
Yeah.
great. So
I mean-
do you carry the Beurre Blanc?
Yeah. Yep.
It's very nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good.
It's and you have a good.
Yeah, we've had a good response from it. It's been, I think, an infused core for the last couple months now. So, I mean, the water hash that's in there is pretty well produced, and the flower grown is
love it.
decent, and the taste on it's nice, and the glass tip, and everything that comes with it. And the price isn't outrageous either, depending
think so.
on the scale of whether you range wherever you range.
Right.
So, yeah, it's a great that to smoke, and it really does some good for you.
Yeah, I like it. It's really, and the Monster, general admission Monster, I really like that too.
Yeah, you know, surprising for
That's a
good supply. Like you got
or good supply,
yeah,
right?
you
Good-
kind of have
good
to
supply.
tip your hats. I think any 3-gram joint dipped in that much distillate is
It's
gonna
a
rock
sticky
you, but
mess.
it
Holy.
is. But trick is to hold it up when it starts, so the oil burns a little faster, and then it
Hold
dries
it up.
while it's dripping, and the oil will dry itself a little better.
Oh, French with the tricks. Okay, how can we find you? How can we, if we wanted to get, go to Stoke, if we want to pick up some, if we want the delivery, how do we find you guys?
Right out front, there's 2 vehicles going back and forth every 15 minutes from 10 to 5. You can find us on Instagram at I'm Stoked, Facebook
Same.
I'm Stoked, and Twitter I'm Stoked.
Wow, have you lost any pages? Has Instagram?
Oh, initially we lost 6 or 7.
No, for
We've had this one for quite a while, but we're also really nervous about what we post on it. So it's not the Instagram page we'd love to have, but we have one.
Yeah.
we get that. We
Yeah.
understand that. It's not
It's
what we'd
tough.
love, but it's what we've got.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us in the Green Room live from
Thanks
Niagara
for having
420. Lisa and French from Stoked. Peace.
We're always fresh and a little bit sticky. The Green Room on Cannabis Wiki.